Hello, strangers. Video day today. Um, Sorry I didn't get to any kind of a um, Q&A, but my hair's going all over the place. Memorial Day kind of messed me up, so there it is. And I've got so today I'm gonna talk a little bit about Memorial Day and some of the other patriotic holidays that are out there that in recent years I really have come not to like. So that's kind of the title there. Um, so just to kind of explain myself for the title there, it's not so much that I don't per se like the holiday. I get what the holiday is about. I get what Memorial Day is about. I understand everything about you know why we should have such a holiday like this. Veterans Day is also the same kind of thing, honoring the veterans, honoring the men and women who have served the country, um, and who, in the case of Memorial Day, which was yesterday as of this recording, paid the ultimate sacrifice. And I totally get that. My dad was in the military for almost 30 years. My uncle was in the military. He served in Nam. My older brother, my older sister were both in the military. I've got cousins that are in the military. I've got a couple nephews that I've got at least one nephew who's been in the military. I've got another cousin that's son of a cousin, um, second cousin, who just joined the military, just went into the Navy. So now I've never served myself. Um, I've always respected the military, but I've never served in it. I've tried to serve my country in other ways. There are other ways you can do it. You can be a policeman, you can be a firefighter. I tried to become a teacher. That's one way of serving. My wife works for the city government, but so in a sense, we're serving that way. I've always supported the military. But what I really don't like about these particular holidays is really more along the way of how they've been celebrated, particularly the past 10, 15 years. Really, since the internet has become widespread, since things like Facebook, all the various social media out there has come out. Um, and here's what I don't like: there are two kinds of people who celebrate Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Flag Day, um, 4th of July. And I like the 4th of July. I like going out and being with friends and family when they're around, seeing the fireworks and celebrating the country and everything like that. But every year around those particular holidays, what you get are, like I said, two kinds of people that just kind of ruin it for me, and they use social media a lot in order to do that. Um, the one kind is kind of the ultra patriotic person who just throws meme after meme after meme. Um, Either they make it themselves, or usually they find it on some website. Almost always, at least I'd say 7 out of 10 times, they're kind of conservative people, friends of mine, that are finding these from conservative websites. Um, okay, but the memes that they post are rather insulting in a sense. They say, well, if you don't like the flag, then you're not, if you don't share this, you're not American enough. If you don't, you don't support our troops enough, you know, and you know, it's insulting again because of my background. Again, I never served, and by the way, most of the people that post those things, they've never served either. So you know, it's not like I'm dealing with somebody who's actually served in the military. I just don't like those in the first place. I mean, anything that says, if you don't do this, you don't, if you don't share this thing, if you don't whatever, then you don't like our country. That is peer pressure. That is pure, unadulterated American high school peer pressure. And anybody that's known me from high school will tell you I never gave in to peer pressure. It's probably one of the reasons why I wasn't all that popular in high school. Never really got invited to any of the parties. Um, but I just it just comes off, and it's insulting, given my family. And yeah, I've got issues with the military. I've got issues with the VA. I've got issues with all sorts of stuff. And if you watch my I Remember videos, I'll get into some of those, so you can get an idea as to why I've got issues with them. But I support the military. I support the troops, what they do when they're doing their job right, and for the right causes. Um, so, but I don't like the pressure of the various ultra patriotic memes that are out there. And especially again from people who have never served in the military, had no intention of serving in the military, and they just you know have not really served in any capacity. They just be there, and I'm gonna wave the flag, and look at me, I'm such a patriot. It doesn't. And if you're not doing what I'm doing, then you're not a real American. Okay. Again, insulting. And I'm going in circles here, but I just want to kind of stress that. That kind of thing just rubs me the wrong way, and it's all over Facebook and all the other social media during this time of year. Therefore, I kind of stay away from it. The other kind of the flip side to that same coin is the people that have served in the military and post those kind of things, but they come at it from the mentality of I've served in the military, therefore you owe me whatever. And they just come off, I'm holier than thou, I'm more patriotic than thou, and if and they and you owe me, whatever. Again, that just I don't owe you per se anything. Um, I will honor the fact that you have fought, that you were in places that you probably shouldn't have been. I didn't agree with a lot of what's been happening over the past, what is it, 15, well, maybe not 15 years, 10 years at least. Longer, 12 years. How long has it been since the whole Iraq thing? I should probably look in the camera a little bit more. But I didn't really agree with that. Maybe I'll put something else about that. But I honor the men and women who went there. I honor the men and women who went who served, especially who were injured or died. It's a sad state of affairs, and but to and the government owes those people a lot. Um, Particularly the wounded vets that really aren't getting anything, particularly from the VA, from the government. That's a 30-year-old story that I could talk about the VA there. But the I don't feel that coming at me saying you owe me, that shuts me down. And so again, it comes off as a form of peer pressure. So anyway, and maybe I'm digging myself a bigger hole that way by saying those kind of things. But if you kind of get an idea where I'm coming from, and hopefully you do. If you do, then thumbs up me. If you don't, then I suppose I'm gonna get the thumbs down. Whatever. But and I'm supposing if anybody watches this and there'll be for once comments down the thing of everybody fighting about how he's right, he's wrong, he's right, whatever. This is all my opinion. I don't like the pressure of the ultra patriotic that I get, especially from the ones who haven't bothered to serve, don't like to pay taxes for anything, I mean, if you're going to live in this country and you want the things that this country has, you should at least pay taxes. At least pay for it. At least pay for the military. At least pay for the roads and the schools and the everything that the government does to make this run. To live here, you should at least be patriotic enough to do that much. But I get these memes from people who haven't even tried. And then again, the flip side of that is the people that I respect the people that have served a lot more, and they post those kind of things, and okay, whatever. But there's a line there, and it's a fine line, it's a subtle line, but if you cross it with me, I turn off. I'll run with you. If you've served in the military, you feel that you are owed, you've been wounded, you are owed whatever, I will support that all the way up to the point that you hit that line, and it becomes annoying. It becomes personal. Is really what it is. So anyway. That's my little explanation. So I guess I'll just leave it there, and hopefully I haven't talked myself into circles too much that nobody understands me. So I'll leave it there, and explanation. Next week we will. I'll post something up to do Q&A. So if you've got questions for me, this might be a good question. Why don't you like? Go ahead and put it in the comments there. I'm going to put a Twitter thing up, and you can post in the Twitter feed. Like, subscribe, go down to my various social media, follow. I've got 200 followers on Facebook, and I'll put something a little bit, bigger on that soon enough. So thank you. But and I'll see you guys later. Stay strange.
Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you just watched, don't forget to give me a thumbs up below. For more of my videos, click the subscribe button on the screen or down in the description below. If you'd like to support me and what I do, I have books that you can read. The links are in the description below. If you want to support in other ways, you can go to my Patreon page and help me out there. You can also follow me on various social media pages. The links to all of those are also below. Thank you again. Stay strange.